already had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like that.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Trojans from Southern Cal. It is time for the Kickoff Classic and a new season of college football underway on EA Sports. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. They begin the drive with Charles. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
34-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Now an inside handoff for Charles. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Hey! 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run from the gun with Charles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. This is Charles. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 1-yard pickup.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Flynn looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off
They did
the
get
field.
off. They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Trojans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Washington on 3rd and short. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Flynn. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Off play action. Flynn. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
1st down pass.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He hits Beasley right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, Charles, you and I get to call a lot of games at the next level, but walking into the stadium, there's just something about a college atmosphere, the bands, the pageantry. So nice for us to be able to get the assignment to call a few games on Saturdays this fall because, let's be honest, there's nothing like college football.
I would agree with that. Look, there's electricity that crackles no matter whether it's college or the NFL. But this is a different vibe altogether when you're talking about a college game. And how about the one we're getting right out of the gate? 2 powerhouses in the college football world going at it to get things started.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith, 39 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The SC offense about set to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. Charles. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it.
The quarterback sack.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
22-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Jennings. Still going. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, and there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players. And under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
6-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop all right. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
Ray for the extra point.
As we saw right there, they've got a quarterback that, well, yes, he can throw it. He's not afraid to tuck the ball and run, and it paid off with a score on that last play.
Yeah, Brandon, he's a true dual threat guy. I mean, if you take away the passing lanes, he'll use his legs and create plays like one we just saw there. I really think this young guy could just tuck it and go more times than not if he chose to do so.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
A loss of 5.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves them with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
The yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Looking to throw. Flynn. Buying time to his left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The USC punter out there now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. On the ground, Ellington. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Smith catches left side. And some room to run now. There he goes left side. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith. An even 90 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Trojans take over.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. The SC offense about set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
The quarterback is sacked.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's that quarterback as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard.
First and 10, Florida. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
The pass.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Ellington. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Ellington. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Tackle made at the
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Takes it down to the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
For the extra point.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency break.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
That's the second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Flynn going deep for Walker. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 47 yards. On first, here's Washington. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Trojans, nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Flynn. Flushed out right. He'll run it.
The quarterback on the scramble.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Jamal Charles on third down. And he lost the football. Charles loses it. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. He's at the 40.
Orlando Charles, the ball carrier.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to take off with it. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
6-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Gators.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Trojans take over at 1st and 10.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. From the gun, Flynn. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And 7.
Again, they run with Ellington.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Allington. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9.
Now they try the right side here. Powers through. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Ball carrier.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Today's final score, Gators 55, Trojans nothing.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Some huge
Wake up.
news to get to, and none more
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster, and boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his 2-quarterback system is matchup based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got 2 quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what? Come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
This whole thing again? Are you dumb? Yeah, I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
This college football season has been a fun and wild one, and we are now down to 4 as EA Sports is proud to welcome you to AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This afternoon, it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Michigan State Spartans taking on the Florida Gators. For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. They're spinning now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will let him throw here on the very first play. He'll get this one to Galladay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So pickup a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
And now he's going to use his legs. A big chunk of real estate covered on the scramble, but it will be 3rd and goal. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage, but...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Gators have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you hit them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Wade in the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the
football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around and find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football. Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you know. On 2 drives, he's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They work this run upfield across the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Gators 14, Spartans nothing.
On 1st down, Young. And bulldozing his way through. And he's able to get this way down deep in the enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 45 yards on the ground.
9-yard line.
They'll run Anderson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Here's Young. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the gun on 3rd down. Way to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The Spartans field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and foot one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Well, another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the second quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, if he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, big discouragement.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the defense has come up with it.
They went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
16-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll pull it down. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score. Gators 28, Spartans 3.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On first down, Wayne in trouble, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 43.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And then That's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And this offense is running away with this one.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. A good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A fairly short kick from the 14. Time here in the first semifinal. All Florida thus far.
Gators 35, Spartans 3.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. But that's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it in run time, and he picks it up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football.
Recovered by the receiver.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wayne firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Wayne. It's caught right side, Dixon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On the ground, they go with Young. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed.
Ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake. Wayne. And it will be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
That's taken in by the tight end, Perkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield. And there's another completion.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Goal at the 7-yard line.
Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. This is Young on the carry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
The Gators take over 1st and 10.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I can't tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
23.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play of the show.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Here's Florida now after the touchdown, back out to kick it off. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Spartans take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them.
And he loses the football a second time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll run on 1st down. Jennings. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over in bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Gators now with a 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah, a couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for a trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you, he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's
pressure comes and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly...
Now look at this. Big game. And this will be scooped up by the defense. I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. It doesn't matter at this point. But being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little top pass, it goes for for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Flush to his right. Pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again.
What a great start to the season here, the College Football Kickoff Classic. And for the junior quarterback, a first start and a first win, and a very big win at that.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.